100 to 102 Today FM. To get in contact, 53102. Mr. Paul Gill joins me in studio. Paul is a hypnotherapist, psychotherapist, and of course the author of the definitive Book of Dreams. You can check him out on paulgill.ie. Paul, how are you?
I'm very good, Fergal. It's good to be here.
Now, just remember, if you're out there and you're sending in dreams that you want to have analysed, it is very simple. All you got to do is give us as much information as you possibly have. Try to be as articulate as you can when you're sending it in, and give us all the little details as well, because the more detail Paul has, the easier it is for him to decipher the dream.
Well, I'm looking for two things in dreams, Fergal. If they can tell me what emotion they felt, how they felt in the dream, and what sex they are, if they're male or female. All of those things has a bearing on the interpretation. Okay,
Luke has got in contact. Very interesting dream here. He said, I recently had a dream that I go into work and everybody is screaming and running out of the building. At first I think there must be a fire or something. Then one of my workmates yells, there's a wild animal in the office. I know I should be afraid, but I go into the canteen to get some food and I can use to feed it and hopefully distract it. I get a packet of chocolate biscuits, and as I exit the canteen, there's a large grizzly bear standing on its hind legs in front of me. I throw the biscuits at him and run. Mad or what? That's a...
Do you know what that is, Fergal? That's a bear with a sore head. Somebody grumpy in the office. Maybe the boss, because it's like a wild animal being loose in the office, but yet the dreamer should be running in the same direction as colleagues are running.
Paul, you know, I can be like a wild animal running loose in the office. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
But don't we use that expression, somebody is like a bear with a sore head in the office? And
like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah, and notice what the dreamer does to appease this creature. It doesn't get a taser gun, but gets a packet of chocolate biscuits. You know, the way chocolate can make you feel better, it creates the feel-good hormones in the brain, the dopamine, the serotonin, all of that. And then the dreamer refers to the bear as he. So it's a male, maybe a boss figure in work. So it's somebody, a boss figure in work who's very grumpy.
That's obviously on his head, so he's obviously worried about this.
And everybody's running scared. But he seems to think that he can appease the creature. So maybe he feels that he's got an inside track with this guy and he just knows how to handle them.
Interesting. Sharon's got in contact. This is an interesting one now. You might like this one.
Okay.
Hi guys, in my dream I look out of my bedroom window and I see the crucifixion on a hill.
Wow.
But there are no bodies on the cross. I shout downstairs to my mother to come up, but when she looks out the window, it's gone. I go downstairs and have breakfast. My mother doesn't mention what just happened and makes tea. There is a knock on the front door. It's my ex. He says that his mother has died and he wants to stay here. I feel sorry for him, but I won't let him into the house. What does this mean?
Wow.
Right, there are X's, there's crosses, X marks the spot, I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll start off with the dream. She's looking out, did she say her bedroom window, I think?
She did, yeah, she's in her bedroom window.
Bedrooms sometimes have got to do with relationships, for obvious reasons. Not exclusively, but sometimes. So she sees the crucifixion on a hill.
Paul Gill.
Well, it's always there, Fergal, isn't it?
Look, it's intuition. Look, in fairness,
yes.
let's be honest about it. Yeah, it is.
So the crucifixion is punishment, it's torment, it's somebody being a victim, because Jesus would have been the sacrificial lamb. So maybe it's about her relationship with her ex, and maybe her relationship with her mother as well, because her mother doesn't see what she sees. When the mother comes up to look at the window, the crucifixion scene is gone. And then the mother doesn't talk about it, doesn't refer to it, but just makes tea.
But what do you make of the ex then mentioning their mother?
You see, it's got to do with the relationship that the dreamer has with her mother too, and maybe that is not good. And maybe it's terminal, maybe it's ill, maybe it's dead, because her mother should be talking about this extraordinary thing, but she isn't. And her mother probably never talked to her about the breakup with her ex either. So the death in the dream is although it's the death of the ex's mother, it can be linked to the dreamer's mother as well.
For the death of the relationship and the relationship between the ex and the mother.
Yeah.
So it's two relationships.
And the relationship with the ex is naturally dead, and he's looking for a way back in, but she's not letting him. And that's the key thing.
And would you say that this is probably what is happening? Actually, Sharon, if you're out there, do get in contact with us at 53102, because I would actually, I'm going to throw my hat at this, and I'd say you're probably right.
Yeah.
The fact that the ex came up, or the fact that she texted in wondering about it, I'd say you're probably right. Here you go. Right, last one I have for today. Now remember, if you are sending in any dreams, you can email fergal@todayfm.com, or you can send them to 53102. Last one we'll touch on here comes in from Brian. He's given us a bit of detail. He says, in my dream, I realised that my fingertips are like miniature guns. I go about town pointing my index finger at people and shooting, but the bullet is only the size of a pea and it bounces off the person and they just laugh at me.
Wow. It's almost like something a kid would do, isn't it? Point the finger and pretend they had a little toy gun. But Brian has probably got a little bit of anger going on, whereas like he's pointing the finger, he's doing harm with his words, but he's not being effective at the people that he's thrown allegations at, or he's trying to insult, because his bullets should be doing harm, but they're not. They're just bouncing off like a pea shooter. A pea shooter, that's what it is. A pea shooter. He's not been effective at expressing his anger towards people who annoy him. That's the thing. So his fingers, and literally like, he has it within his own hands to do harm with these people in his life, or maybe to do good as well. So he's angry, but it's not been effectively expressed.
Yeah, I would say in his own head at this moment in time that he's probably in a bit of a destructive place. The fact that he would have a dream about this.
And we don't know what age he is too. I reckon he's probably on the younger side.
Okay, interesting. Listen, send in your dreams for next week. Paul Gill, thank you so much for joining me in studio.
Thank you.